Hi, this is Mrs. Hadaway, and today we will be working on addition with borrowing or with carrying, and I want to give you some reminders before we start. As always, the things that will remain the same is I will still be teaching you the same way. I will still expect you to write everything down in your notebook. I still expect you to log this lesson in your table of contents, and you are still responsible for this material. Things that will be different: you can rewind the lesson and listen to it again. You can watch in your pajamas, and you must complete a reflection in your notebook for this video. So let's start by putting this in your table of contents. In my notebook, this one will be page 1. This will be adding and carrying. And I don't know what date you will put on, but for me, this is August 5th, 2012. You put today's date. And I'm going to page 1 in my notebook. I'm going to label the page just like every day in class. And I'll wait a minute for you to get ready. The rule for adding and carrying is when we add, we always line up the decimal. If we have numbers with no decimal, the decimal is at the end, like a period at the end of a sentence. So let's practice one. If I give you 35 plus 19, we would add these up like this: 35 plus 19. And I would say 5 plus 9, and 5 plus 9 would look like this: 14. The 4 would go down, and the 1 would carry to the next line, or the next set of numbers. 3 plus 1 would be 4, plus 1 would be 5, and the 5 would come down. If we had one of these numbers that had a decimal in it, I would say, let's say for instance the 35 was 3.5 plus 19. That would change the problem entirely, because the 3.5 would have to line up with the 19, and the decimal would be at the end. So it would look like this: 3.5 plus 19, and that decimal would line up here. I always put zeros to hold a place with the 5. So 5 plus 0 would be 5. 9 plus 3 would be 12. 9, 10, 11, 12. Carry my 1, and I would have a 2 here. These decimals would come all the way straight down, and that would be 22.5, which is a great difference from 54. I'm going to give you 3 problems to practice on your own. Let's do 24 plus 6, 17 plus 2.4, and 0.6 plus 3.1. Press pause now and do those problems on your own. When you come back, we'll do them together. The first problem looks like 24 plus 6. The 4 and the 6 would line up. 6 plus 4 will be 10, carrying your 1. 2 plus 1 is 3, giving us 30. 17, you don't see a decimal, so it goes at the end. 2.4, we add a 0 after the 17 as a spacer or a space holder. 0 plus 4 is 4. 7 plus 2 is 9. The 1 has nothing to add to it. This decimal comes all the way down, giving us 19 plus 4. 6 plus 1 is 7. 3 has nothing to add to it, and the decimal comes all the way down. If you feel comfortable with this problem, your reflection needs to be to write in words to explain how to do this type of problem, and to write 3 questions or 3 problems for someone else to do tomorrow in class. Please give them an easy type problem, a medium type problem, and a harder type problem for them to do to show their mastery and your mastery of these type problems. Please label these problems adding and carrying, so I know, and you know, and your partner knows what type of problems they're doing. Nice work on these problems today. Thank you.